Before we start this cosmic journey, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any astrological discoveries, spiritual tips and secrets to turn your potential into reality. We are building an incredible community here, and your support is essential for us to continue bringing more content full of meaning, wisdom, and magic. Oh, and share this video with someone special who needs to hear it today. The universe works in sync, and you're a part of it. Have you ever felt such a strong connection with someone that it seems that they can see beyond your words, unveiling your innermost thoughts? If your answer is yes, it is very likely that you know a native of Pisces. These sensitive souls possess a unique ability to understand emotions, transforming each relationship into something truly special. Having a Pisces in your life is like enjoying a rare treasure, an individual whose essence is marked by empathy and unparalleled fidelity. They offer support that transcends the conventional, a type of care that few can match. However, this is where a vital truth lies. Underestimating a Pisces' sensitivity and betraying their trust can have lasting repercussions. The scars left by a disloyalty on such a pure heart are complex and can significantly alter the flow of many lives. Before we delve into this revelatory journey, I invite you to strengthen your connections. Repeat after me and leave it in the comments to attract good energy to your interactions. I honor loyalty and emotional depth, cultivating honesty in all my relationships. By uttering these words, you not only manifest an intention, but you also contribute to an environment of mutual respect. In the next few minutes, you will discover the crucial reasons why disloyalty against a Pisces is a mistake that can reverberate throughout your existence. Prepare yourself for lessons that once understood, you will never forget. If this content has already touched your interest, show your support, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our analyses on the astrological universe. Your participation is essential. The transition from understanding their nature to the essence of their relationships leads us directly to the central concept that defines Pisceans: loyalty. For them, fidelity is not merely a characteristic, it is the foundation upon which your entire interconnected existence is built. Imagine a solid and imposing foundation. This is loyalty for a Pisces. They give themselves completely without reservation when they establish a bond. Whether as a friend, partner, or family member, the dedication they offer is vast, marked by constant support and mutual care. They are the ones who remain by your side in moments of light and in hours of shadow, offering a friendly shoulder and attentive, non-judgmental listening. This total surrender, however, exposes them to a particular vulnerability. By opening their hearts in such a way, Pisceans place immense expectations on reciprocity. They expect the same integrity, the same dedication, and the same honesty in return. For them, a relationship is a sacred pact of mutual trust. When this trust is broken, disloyalty manifests itself as an act that goes beyond simple betrayal. It is a deep wound in a heart that cared extraordinarily, that was willing to share the most challenging adversities and celebrate the greatest achievements. Breaking this unconditional fidelity means destroying the security of someone who, in his essence, seeks only to love and be loyal. It is essential to consider the weight of your actions. Reflect on the significance of faithfulness in your own interactions. If you have a friend or loved one of the Pisces zodiac sign, recognize the immense value of their presence. They represent a bond of genuine connection, a safe haven in an often turbulent world. Honoring this loyalty is not only an act of respect for the other, but also a strengthening of your own principles. Complementing their vast loyalty, the keen intuition of Pisceans serves as a kind of subtle sensor, a sixth sense that operates in an almost supernatural way. This remarkable ability allows them to pick up energies, vibrations, and intentions that escape most people's perception. It is as if they had an internal radar, constantly active, registering the slightest deviations in authenticity. They are masters at observing the minutiae. A slight hesitation in your speech, an almost imperceptible tremor in your facial expression, or a subtle change in the timbre of your voice. These are the signals that Pisces processes. Through these details, they are able to unravel the true intentions behind your words and actions, realizing what is hidden even when you try to mask it. For this reason, trying to deceive a Pisces is a task that borders on the impossible. Although they do not always confront dishonesty the instant they realize it, the truth has already registered in their sensitive mind. They may choose to keep the information silent, processing it internally, but the science of deception has already set in. Pisces use this formidable intuition to protect themselves and, even more importantly, to care for those they cherish. This sixth sense is a tool of protection, allowing them to identify potential dangers or disappointments. However, it is also employed to discern those who do not deserve their trust, resulting in a quiet and definitive estrangement when loyalty is violated. Therefore, never underestimate the extreme emotional sensitivity of Pisces. They possess an innate clarity to perceive the truth, even as you strive to keep it hidden. Their perception goes beyond the superficial, reaching the core of their intentions and unveiling what is really going on. It is a trait that deserves respect and consideration, as it reveals an internal filter for genuineness. The keen intuition of Pisceans, capable of unveiling the hidden truth, sets the stage for an even more intriguing phenomenon when trust is broken, the action of a kind of cosmic justice. It is as if the universe itself intervened on behalf of these sentient-hearted beings. A crucial characteristic of Pisces natives is their peaceful nature. They do not cultivate revenge, and instead of conflicts, prefer harmony in their interactions. Their search is always for balance and peace, even in the face of adversity. However, your deep connection with the universal energies seems to activate a repair mechanism. When a Pisces is betrayed or hurt, it is realized that the consequences for the person who caused the damage often manifest themselves in unexpected ways. It is not that the Pisces conjures up misfortune, it is that the cosmos, in its vast wisdom, seems to react to restore equity. This cosmic balance acts as a protective shield for Pisces. Those who harm them, who act dishonestly against their purity, end up confronting the results of their own choices. And herein lies a remarkable point of Piscean nature. Even after experiencing disloyalty, a part of them still maintains a genuine concern for the well-being of the person who has hurt them. This magnanimous attitude underlines the nobility of his spirit, evidencing a capacity for compassion that few boast. It is a reminder of how much your essence is guided by light, even in the shadows. Be warned. Subverting a Pisces confidence can attract negative energies to themselves. The universal order, sooner or later, tends to re-establish itself. What you sow, you reap. Respecting this sensitivity and loyalty is not only a gesture towards them, but also a way to cultivate a positive flow in your own life. Although the universe works at its own pace to restore order, the pain that a Pisces feels when betrayed is immediate and overwhelming, a direct consequence of the imbalance generated. They are beings of marked emotionality, possessing a heart full of empathy and a heightened sensitivity. Their nature allows them to absorb the emotions of others, making them extraordinarily vulnerable to any act of disloyalty. By connecting, Pisces surrenders without hesitation. They open their intimate universe, revealing their most recondite desires, their deepest fears, and their aspirations. This total surrender is a gesture of absolute trust, a demonstration that you have become part of their emotional sanctuary. Thus, when trust is violated, disappointment is not just a superficial disappointment. It manifests as a direct blow to the soul. It's as if the ground beneath their feet disappears, forcing them to question not only the person who betrayed them, but also their own ability to trust any other individual in the future. The recovery process for a Pisces is not brief. The hurt does not disappear overnight. It is a prolonged journey that requires time and space for them to digest what happened and recover. Emotional healing occurs slowly and meticulously. Externally, they may try to display a facade of well-being, but internally, they feel shattered. Rebuilding the basis of trust after such a fracture is a job that demands patience, both from those who are waiting for recovery and from the Piscean himself, who is forced to put together the fragments of his faith in others. The wound may heal, but the memory of the pain persists, shaping your future interactions. The persistent pain and difficult recovery of a Pisces after a disloyalty leads us to the bitter reality of loss. What is lost by betraying a Pisces individual is truly priceless, and more often than not, irreparable. Having the company of a Pisces in your life is a real privilege, a blessing. They are the embodiment of generosity, understanding, and genuine caring. Their presence radiates an aura of kindness that illuminates the surrounding environment, making each shared moment richer and more meaningful. They stand out as friends, partners, and family members who offer support that knows no bounds, often sacrificing for the well-being and joy of loved ones. A Pisces is someone who creates an environment of security in relationships, a space where authenticity is valued and judgment is non-existent. In this refuge, you can express your true essence without fears or masks, because you know that you will be accepted and understood. However, when trust is broken, the Pisces' protective reaction is a withdrawal. It is not an act of revenge, but an emotional defense mechanism. They move away to preserve their sensitivity and their heart, making it extremely difficult to rekindle that connection that once seemed unbreakable. The door to your inner world, once opened, can be closed with a purpose that surprises. Losing a Pisces in your life means the absence of someone who has always believed in your potential, even when you doubted yourself. It is losing the defender who was by your side in the disputes and the constant support in the moments of greatest fragility. The vacuum they leave is immense, and the difficulty of finding someone with the same unique qualities, the same empathy, the same dedication, the same ability to love without reserve, is a testament to their incomparable worth. It is a loss that resonates for a long time, a bitter lesson in the price of disloyalty. The loss of a Pisces, as we have seen, leaves a deep void, but this painful absence also presents itself as a mirror. For the one who has violated trust, this experience, as bitter as it may be, can be a significant chance for personal growth and deep reflection. It is an occasion to examine the very principles and standards of conduct that led to such an outcome. The pain you caused a Pisces with your heightened sensitivity should serve as a reminder of the power of your actions. Understanding the real impact of disloyalty on someone so receptive and empathetic is a vital step. The ability to wound a heart that has given itself without reservation should incite a review of how you interact with others. This moment of reflection encourages you to prioritize integrity and sincerity in all your future relationships, recognizing that the basis of any solid bond is transparency. It is natural to make mistakes. No one is immune to failure. The real value, however, lies in the ability to draw lessons from these experiences and in the determination not to relapse into the same slips. The lesson of having lost connection with a Pisces, who has always shown such loyalty and affection, is a catalyst for evolution. If the remorse is genuine and the change in perspective is genuine, considering seeking a form of reparation, even if symbolic, may be a path. Although the old connection may not be restored, and the return of trust is a complex process, a sincere apology and acknowledgement of the mistake can bring closure, both for you and for the Pisces, lightening some of the burden. True strength lies in recognizing one's own mistakes and humbly seeking righteousness. After reflecting on the lessons for the cause of disloyalty, a central question arises. Is it possible to rebuild trust with a Pisces? The answer is complex and requires an understanding of the depth of emotional scars. Betrayal is not just a passing event. It engraves lasting marks on the sensitive soul of the Pisces, wounds that take a considerable amount of time to begin to heal. This process is often slow and painful. Even if the Pisces shows an intention to forgive, uncertainty can persist, a ghost that haunts the mind. The ability to trust integrally, as before, becomes an immense challenge. Doubt can emerge, subtle or evident, testing the resilience of any attempt at approximation. For there to be any chance of restoration, effort must be continuous and patience unlimited. It is necessary to demonstrate consistently and unwaveringly the honesty and loyalty that have been broken. Small gestures of daily integrity are more valuable than big, empty promises. It is vital, however, to accept a difficult reality. In certain situations, the bond of trust can be irreversibly compromised. Some fractures are so deep that complete reconstruction becomes unfeasible, and the relationship in its original form may not survive. In these cases, the acceptance of the loss is a fundamental step. The most important thing is to respect the determination of the Pisces. If after the whole process of pain and reevaluation, he decides that he cannot forgive or that the relationship cannot be resumed, this choice must be accepted without question. Forcing a reconciliation would be another form of disrespect. Understanding that individual healing and time for oneself are paramount for Pisces is an act of maturity and consideration. Despite the difficulty in rebuilding confidence, and even in the face of irreparable losses, Pisces reveals one of their greatest qualities: resilience. Their apparent vulnerability, far from being a weak point, is actually the source of an extraordinary inner strength. It is in the depth of their emotions that they find the ability to endure and to get back on their feet. The experience of disloyalty, as painful as it may be, becomes a catalyst for learning. They emerge from this process more mature and insightful. Intense pain pushes them to deep introspection, a path of self-knowledge that leads them to better understand their own needs, their limits, and what they really expect from a connection. This inner journey is crucial to your development. Surprisingly, despite the magnitude of the pain, Pisceans find ways to heal and move on. They seek new interactions based on sincerity and health, with a renewed clarity on what reciprocity means. Their ability to turn adversity into growth is a testament to their remarkable adaptability. They are able to channel hurt to strengthen their intuition, becoming even more adept at discerning the truth in people. The story of overcoming a Pisces is a source of inspiration for all of us. It illustrates that even after the greatest disappointments and betrayals, it is possible to find healing, renewal, and the strength to move forward with dignity. Their journey teaches us that sensitivity, when combined with determination, can become armor, allowing them not only to survive, but to flourish. always seeking relationships that honor their essence and their purity of heart. The admirable resilience of Pisceans, which allows us to overcome adversity, invites us to focus our attention on their most luminous and transformative characteristic, empathy. This is a true gift that they bring to the world, a deep ability to feel and understand the emotions of others, making them human beings of a rare quality. With this unique skill, they become friends, partners, and family members of exceptional value. Compassion is a natural extension of your empathetic nature. Pisces have the extraordinary ability to put themselves in the place of the other, to understand sufferings and joys as if they were their own. This deep understanding empowers them to offer support that goes beyond the superficial, providing comfort and truly attentive listening. They are the first to reach out when someone needs it, guided by a generous heart and an open mind. The impact of these individuals on people's lives is remarkably positive. They contribute to building a more welcoming and supportive environment where kindness and solidarity are not only ideals, but everyday realities. Imagine a conversation where you feel totally understood, or a moment of crisis where unconditional support arises spontaneously. This is the legacy of a Pisces. Their presence can inspire friendship circles to be more truthful, families to be more united, and communities to demonstrate greater cohesion. Therefore, it is critical to recognize and honor empathy and compassion, both in your own interactions and in the fabric of society. Valuing these qualities means building bridges of understanding and fostering more authentic and enriching relationships. The final lesson here is clear. Piscean sensitivity is not a weakness, but rather a driving force for good, a constant reminder of the human potential for connection and genuine care. Considering the immense empathy and overcoming capacity of Pisceans, hope for reconciliation may arise after an act of disloyalty. However, it is vital to address this possibility with clarity and realism. The process of forgiveness, for any person, is inherently complex and deeply individual. And for a Pisces, this journey is even more intricate, given the depth of their emotions. Everyone deals with pain and heartache in their own way, and there is no single or guaranteed path to complete healing. For a reconciliation to be even considered, certain conditions are indispensable. The demonstration of repentance must be absolutely genuine, coming from a place of true understanding of the damage done. More than words, it is the change in behavior that validates the intention. An unequivocal commitment is needed to rebuild trust through consistent actions that prove the new posture. This is not a quick route. It requires persistence, patience, and the acceptance that the path will be long and full of challenges. At the heart of it all, the choice to forgive or not belongs solely to the Pisces. This decision, whatever it may be, must be respected with the utmost seriousness. Trying to force a pardon or a resumption of the relationship would only add more layers of disrespect to the original wound. It is a matter of emotional sovereignty. If, perhaps, the relationship is resumed, it is imperative to recognize that it will never be identical to what it once was. The innocence and original trust may have been permanently altered. It will be necessary to build a new beginning, a reformulated foundation that contemplates the lessons learned and the new perspectives. Both parties must be willing to learn from experience, transform each other, and work diligently to forge a more robust and authentic connection anchored in honesty and mutual respect. The future of the relationship will depend on the ability of both to adapt and evolve from the past. We have come to the end of this exploration of Piscean nature and the impact of disloyalty. We walk the trail of the unwavering loyalty of these beings, their keen intuition that perceives beyond the visible, the way the cosmos seems to work in their favor when wounded, the intensity of the pain they feel, and the irreparable loss that their absence represents. We also saw their remarkable resilience, ability to get back on their feet, and the positive legacy of their empathy. The most important message, after all, is an invitation to appreciation. Having a Pisces in your life is a privilege, an opportunity to experience a form of affection and support that few can offer. They deserve to be treated with the deepest respect, kindness, and devotion they show to all. The choice about how you relate to a Pisces, or to anyone else, is a fundamental decision that reflects your own integrity. With each interaction, you are faced with a clear choice. Honor the trust placed in you by building a solid and meaningful relationship, or choose to violate that trust by confronting the consequences that such an act entails. Remember, the reverberations of disloyalty can go far beyond what you imagine, affecting not only the Pisces, but also your own path. Allow me to leave you with a question for your reflection. Are you truly willing to take the risk of losing a connection as unique and deep as that of a Pisces in your life? Think carefully about the answer. If this video has brought valuable insights to you, I ask you to share it with those who also need to understand the depth of relationships. Leave your comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to continue unraveling the mysteries of the astrological universe with us. Your interaction strengthens our community and motivates us to continue delivering meaningful content. After reflecting on the cost of disloyalty and Pisces' remarkable ability to overcome, it is imperative to understand the source of resilience and deep intuition that characterizes these individuals. It directs us to a dimension of its nature that transcends the palpable, its undeniable spiritual connection. Pisces have a marked sensitivity to the invisible world, an attunement that allows them to capture the nuances of the subtle energies that surround us. This expanded perception is not merely a sixth sense. It is a form of existence, an experience that connects you to universal currents of wisdom and compassion. It is this heightened connection that often gives them the ability to sense hidden truths and navigate emotional complexities with a clarity that astonishes them. Your intuition, already detailed above, is the earthly manifestation of this spiritual source. It acts as an inner guide, warning them of dangers and directing them to paths of growth and healing. They do not seek revenge when hurt, for their understanding of justice aligns with a higher order, trusting that balance will be restored. Even in the face of the deepest wounds caused by betrayal, it is in this spiritual foundation that Pisceans find the strength to heal and move forward. They do not drown in bitterness. Instead, they seek purification and elevation, transforming pain into teaching. This ability to process and transmute negativity is a testament to your robust inner makeup, fueled by this mystical source. Understanding this facet is critical for anyone approaching a Pisces. To recognize that your perception and reaction to life are shaped by a dimension that goes beyond the ordinary is to respect your complete essence. It is valuing the depth of their soul and the wisdom that emanates from their connection with the universe. A link that makes them not only empathetic, but truly endowed with a differentiated vision of existence. Immersion in the spiritual dimension of Pisceans offers us more than just an understanding of them. It presents us with valuable guidelines for building true interactions in our own lives. The experience of a relationship with a native of Pisces, whether marked by loyalty or a painful breach of trust, serves as a powerful universal teaching on the importance of authenticity and integrity in all bonds. The main lesson is the primacy of sincerity. Pisces thrive on truth. The slightest shadow of dissimulation is felt by his sensibility. This invites us to cultivate transparency in our words and actions, understanding that true connection is born of honesty. Engaging with total openness, without secrets or ulterior motives, is the way to build bonds that resist time and adversity. Another pillar is active empathy. Learning from Pisceans means going beyond a superficial understanding of the other. It encourages us to genuinely put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to feel emotions more deeply, and to respond with compassion. This ability to connect on a more intimate level, offering support and attentive listening, strengthens any relationship, making it a safe haven for both sides. In addition, the resilience shown by Pisces shows us the ability to forgive and the importance of knowing when to walk away. It's not about weakness, but wisdom in protecting one's own emotional well-being. Learning to set clear boundaries and communicate expectations is crucial to avoid future disappointments, both for ourselves and for those with whom we relate. By internalizing these principles, you not only avoid the trap of betraying a Pisces, but you also raise the quality of all your interactions, building a repertoire of richer, more meaningful, and above all, truer relationships. As we navigate the complexities of Piscean nature and the lessons its relationships offer us, we come to a broader understanding, the urgent need to value and protect sensitivity in the world. The way we interact with Pisces individuals mirrors our collective ability to embrace qualities such as empathy, intuition, and loyalty, which are increasingly essential for harmonious social coexistence. Honoring the purity and depth of a Pisces is a call to an awakening of consciousness that transcends the personal realm. In an era marked by speed and sometimes superficiality, the Piscean essence serves as a vivid reminder of the importance of authentic human connections. Protecting and valuing those who feel so intensely is an act of maturity and wisdom. This implies recognizing that sensitivity is not a defect, but a force that allows us to feel, understand, and heal. It is a quality that makes us more human, more compassionate. The final lesson that Pisces leaves us is an invitation to sow kindness and honesty in every gesture. That vulnerability is not an invitation to exploitation, but rather a call for protection and care. By cultivating these values, we not only ensure stronger and happier relationships in our lives, but we also contribute to a collective environment where compassion and respect prevail. May the journey of discovery about the Piscean heart inspire you to be an agent of change, to propagate integrity, and to value each sensitive soul that crosses your path. To honor sensitivity is ultimately to honor oneself and the fabric that binds all of humanity together. May this understanding remain recorded, guiding your choices and enriching your future interactions.